Welcome to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle, LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off is a public interest forum that encourages your voice to be heard on the topics and issues impacting our local communities. We invite you to be part of the conversation by calling or texting 219-362-0522. You may also email your questions to soundoff@967theeagle.com. This is a topic-based program, and we ask that you keep your comments brief, concise, and related to the topic being discussed. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the hosts or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. The on-air line is now open for your calls or texts at 219-362-0522. And now, Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sound Off. Yes, you're not listening to the Morning Mayhem Tuesday edition. It's Friday, and it's time for Sound Off, and our guest today happens to be LaPorte Mayor Tom Demody. How you doing, big guy?
Well, it looks like I have no control of my phone.
Obviously.
Yeah, so now it's your job. You can all call me and stump the mayor today and batter me and do whatever you want because I'm back. Yeah. I'm back with my partner in crime, Dennis, and now even Meatball is in the house. So I am the underdog here, but we'll fight through it. I'm excited as the holiday is around the corner. Can I first say thank you, Trudy Mankey, Dawn and Joy Ziegler, for all their great work from Kiwanis and their entire team to make sure that the parade is still happening. Can you imagine if we weren't the capital for the day and we did not have the parade, we did not have the fireworks, and thank you to Jack and the CVB team to make sure that could happen with Mark Schreiber.
Everybody's looking forward to it, 4th of July. So when can everybody set up their spots? You know, I said it's like a dog marking its spot. You know, everybody's got to be out there on the street to get their spots marked off, ready to go. When can they start?
24 hours before, and Joy Ziegler started bringing up like, hey, maybe we should change the ordinance. And I was like, la, 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 la,
Don't
la.
want that.
I said, I'm not, don't you dare. I said, this is not a message from the city of LaPorte. This is Dawn and Joy Ziegler. Any people that have interest can call her direct.
So people can start setting up 10 a.m. Thursday, coming up on Thursday.
Thursday,
next
and be nice, be kind,
Yeah.
get along.
Yep, definitely.
And be appropriate. And get excited because it's going to be a great parade.
Well, let's get things started here. I really scoured the social media, and man, you are just being blasted. Where do you want to start? That you're in debt. The city has gone south. They don't like the orange, paints that you got. As a matter of fact, there were some suggestions. Take the paint away from you. Somebody even on one site put up that City Hall is now orange. So, where do you want to start with this?
Oh, my gosh. And here's what I want to say. And
don't give us a spin.
No, I'm not going to give you
right.
a spin. Social media. And I've heard this. My buddies love this all, sending it. And our whole team, I feel bad for our department heads who work extremely hard. And we have an individual. The individual did something that I called him out on, the individual, a couple years ago. Unacceptable. I'll never stand for something what this individual did. And ever since then, it's been this. But I will tell you, and I know with the recent things that happened in Minnesota, you can't. And I have so many residents calling, you got to be careful with an individual like this that's sending things out, and you're right. And we do. We take it as serious as we can. But also, you have to forgive these people. And that's what I ask, and people say, how can you forgive what they say and so forth? But you have to be the bigger person. Forgive them. Can you imagine what their life is to day and night not tell factual information? And we've talked about the debt here. The only thing we've done with property taxes is decrease a loan interest to save taxpayers $250,000 in the property taxes. We live within our means in that budget. If you want to look at water and sewer rates, that water and sewer funds go right back into the ground, improving. As I told you on day one, we have a $100 million issue with water and sewer. So do you want us to take the monthly rates 1 month at a time, call a company or call our department and say, hey, do you want to do from here to the wall in January? And then we'll wait for the next money to come in. And then we'll go, hey, we're here from the wall to the outside? Or do you want us to say, hey, we're going to bond for this, use the funds on a monthly basis to pay the bond while we do big projects so that people's toilet aren't backing up because they're so old, because we have sinkholes happening that we're fixing. We are improving water and sewer infrastructure every day. We committed to it on day one. So come talk to us about whatever debt you think this is, because we're using those rates to pay for the infrastructure that the residents want to see and improve. But from a social media perspective, I know they think it's cute about the pink short suit that,
I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've seen these pictures and so forth. Forgive the individuals, because especially the one individual, can you imagine? And I know I have to be careful. I know we have to lock our doors at night. I know those things, but they say he's got pictures on the walls of me and like stalking folk. I mean, if you're putting pictures of another man 24/7, that's a little scary. So I don't want to make light of it, but
maybe you should be in radio like us, because we have a face for radio. Yeah, you could join us.
Well, thank God I don't have the two faces that are sitting across from me right now.
Wow.
But we're on a roll.
What did I do?
But we are living within our means. We think we have to live within our like the residents do every day. So
is it possible? And I'm a be honest, I have no clue. Could I go down and take a look at the books at any time? Is it public knowledge, Tom?
Absolutely. We're on, Courtney Parthune is a wonderful clerk treasurer. You can go on Gateway and get all our information, but come down and say, show us all this debt, show us your concern about us paying for it. Come look at anything. Her team is phenomenal, and that's separate from me because she's duly elected. Go look at the books and say, hey, where are all these increases of debt in our property taxes? They're in the water and sewer that we get user rates. You're paying to have your infrastructure improved, and there's a lot of cost to do that. But somebody show me where the property taxes and our tax rate and everything has grown in the city. Now, I can't speak to the school debt, the county debt, anything they're increasing. Look specifically at the city. Our tax rate has not increased. What debt has gone on other than renewing a former bond that we actually saved $250,000 to the taxpayers by improving the interest rate.
Okay. Real quick, I get to the text message here. What's the intended purpose for the orange paintings at the corner of each street? Thank you.
So we have heard for years, and you've heard before me, mayors before me have tried to work with NDOT to get truck traffic off of Lincoln Way, provide options, and make our downtown more walkable and so forth. For the first time, and I want to thank NDOT, they've been open to allowing us to test Lincoln Way, how to slow down traffic and take it nice and slow. So Nick Minnick, our fantastic engineer, came up with Lincoln Walk. And Lincoln Walk is, if you picture the Beatles on your shirt walking across, and we talked about this for some time that it was coming, we're going to shrink the road, shrink the walkway between two sides. We just are starting to put bollards in it. So the concept is to make you feel like, oh my gosh, the road is tightening. I have to take it slow. We have truckers that are barreling through. We have cars, and we can't sit an officer at every infrastructure. So this is the beginning in the big picture of taking back control of our downtown. We're getting more businesses downtown. People want to be walkable with their kids. Take it slow. So this is the test, but it's also the beginning, working with NDOT to provide options of not paying for new big roads or a corridor, but using the current state roads around us to provide options and making downtown walkable. And people are going to say, oh my gosh, change is never easy, because the same people have been complaining about speeders on Lincoln Way for how many years? They've been complaining about the big planners. Now that we've made things through our planning department, with thank you to Craig Phillips and Jamie Novak, who have worked with groups, we now have shorter planters and less cost.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up where you left off on the planners, because I saw again on social media yesterday or something, and people were commenting. I thought, oh, this is good, because you had posted about, we listen. That's what you said in it. We listen. So everybody's right off not everybody, but it seemed like the majority, they're not happy. And number two, they want park benches down the street. So where do you get the money for that? Why aren't we seeing more park benches? You're talking about you want the city to be walkable, but people need to sit. Like me, I'm lazy. So, Do
we not have park benches? When's the last time you've looked?
I can honestly say when I hit a stoplight.
Okay.
And I'll look around.
Benches.
I'll be honest with you.
And then we also have the...
Sure.
The corner of Monroe, the park.
The
water.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 618.
618 Plaza. How many people are sitting there? There's plenty of space there.
Right.
So we're trying to find out and tell us. Maybe we work with businesses and we all put out
benches,
benches.
or seating, okay.
And if we need more, let's use them. But right now, a lot of people aren't using the ones we have.
But somebody brought up a good point too. That and I see this coming in the morning. And you and I have talked about this. Even Lisa Pierzakowski, the people that are sleeping on those benches as you're coming in, the homeless people too. That's the other thing that you've got to worry about. I would say assume.
Yes, and the other part of that is, and we just had an individual that I work with that sleeps on a bench. He's not doing anything bad. We had a couple people drinking on one of the benches. It's not illegal. And all I can go to them and say is, hey, be respectful to us. Be respectful to the restaurants that are trying to get people in there, and what this looks like when you're sitting here drinking or laying your feet out. I said, we can go to the Nest. We can set you up right now with a bed, a pillow. And just because people will say, well, that's terrible that they're living there. That's terrible. Well, come talk to them with me and say, when I offer to take you somewhere in my truck, and I'm not going to put this on social media because an individual's personal life shouldn't be broadcasted to everybody and their struggles. I said, we can go for alcohol, we can go for anything, or we can just give you a mattress. Harry at the Nest is amazing. We can get you a ride. I'm not going. You can't tell me what to do. I'm staying right here. I said, okay, then at least let me get you a meal. Let me bring you something to eat. And that's what we do. But I can't make somebody leave unless they get aggressive, out of line.
Both you and Lisa Pierzakowski have said that, because Lisa's out all the time, just like you're saying that you are, trying to get people. And as she has pointed out, and you pointed out not only today, but even on Tuesday's show in the morning we talked about this, you can't make these folks, do anything like that. So next thing, affordable housing.
Yes.
I heard that for the longest time. Where do you stand with that now? And what is affordable housing?
Exactly. So have we not done anything?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, we've seen Advantix. They're coming from Evansville. They're going to take the Scott Field project. They're going to take the Washington School project. We're waiting on the state, who's already approved Ready To funds to help participate in that. They also have the LIHTC, the low-income tax credits. That's all at the state. What we're doing is requiring developers, or I want to say the right, because I'm in a good mood, landlords. I mean, we have affordable living across from City Hall. with
the
Rumley. We changed over the apartments, and maybe the funds have gone up, across the Y. But what was that doing? That was horrible. And we're also requiring through Jeff Batchelor all the current properties we have, how we've ignored for 25 years landlords that have, and I'm not even going to talk about the blame, but landlords that have ignored updating their property, keeping it safe, keeping it clean, keeping it with respect. Jeff Batchelor every day is doing that. And how can we get new property? We have to take care of the property we have now that's affordable and have expectations.
Okay. We got a call. Mr. Netzer is on line 1. Let's go to the phones. Hi, Bill. What's your question for Mayor Dermody?
Hi, Mayor. Hey,
Bill, how are you?
Okay. Hey, you did good. Your crew did good. You got $1 million Waverly Road. Now, I hope you don't do a 25-cent striping job on it. Can we get professionals that can paint a straight line?
Well, I don't know that we do, and thank you, Bill, for the call. How'd you know it was him, by the way?
I know his number.
Oh, it comes up.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Sorry. Technology.
And
That's
my
so
hillbilly
cool.
voice.
There you go.
I wouldn't say that, but okay.
No, we try to do everything professional. Are we successful? Probably not. And I never guaranteed perfection. I said we will work our butts off for the residents of LaPorte. And, I expect straight lines. I drive this community day and night when I'm not working besides when I'm at City Hall during the day. I drive it. I ask our department heads the conversations we have, but they love LaPorte. They're trying to do the right thing. Waverly's going to have some markings because people have been parking illegal on Ski Beach
said that Tuesday,
on the north side. So we're going to have, and it's going to be interesting because I'm not an engineer of how those cars are going to work, park, and be off that tight road as it is. But I think what we're looking at, instead of expanding roads around our community, is shrinking our roads in our community. And you're going to see it with Indiana Ave. We have had a lot of complaints just back to even Kingsbury Ave. How do we shrink it? And that's what I would ask people. I have individuals that friends send me stuff from social media, not the ones we should be really concerned with in my family, but ones that are saying, hey, this should happen, or this should improve. Call me. I don't know how things get done unless we scour social media on a daily basis. But either if you're trying to have a voice or have 15 minutes of fame, continue on social media. If you're trying to get something done, because we're not perfect, we'll work with you. You may not like some of our answers, but people want politicians, what do we call it, the spin?
Mm-hmm.
They don't want us to be real. They don't want us to be honest. But when we do, that guy's a-hole or whatever. So where's the balance? What do we really want? We have to work together. And I take calls every day, quite a few of them, because I put my cell out there. Did you notice Representative Pressel's even putting his cell out?
Yes, he has. I noticed that
said,
too.
I tell everybody they should put their cell out, even though it creates a whole set of problems that you weren't prepared for. But it's good, and our residents deserve it, and we're going to continue to bust hump.
All right, we need to take a break. Our guest is LaPorte City Mayor Tom Dermody. Our number to call, 219-362-0522. That's either to call or text on the Sowers GMC line. And we'll be back with more from Mayor Dermody after this on 96.7
You know what's
Eagle.
better than keeping up with your neighbors? Making them jealous. At Pavey Excavating in Stone Yard, they have the landscaping materials you need to turn your home into the envy of your block, including mulch, gravel, river rock, black dirt, and boulders. So tempt your neighbors into admiring your property. Shop family-owned and operated Pavey Excavating in Stone Yard for your next landscaping project. Pavey Excavating in Stone Yard, digging the good earth since 1954 on Ohio Street, just east of Boyd Boulevard in LaPorte.
Looking for a used vehicle you can trust? At Sowers GMC, every GM certified used vehicle passes a rigorous inspection and comes with a clean Carfax, so you know you're getting quality. Plus, enjoy an extra 12 months or 12,000 miles of warranty for added peace of mind. Stop by today, 1900 East Lincoln Way in the Port, or visit online at SowersAutos.com. At Sowers GMC, let us show you the difference, because when you start with a better car, you end up with a better car.
Hello, this is Dale Naus with Cutler Funeral Home and Cremation Center. Caring friends are always available when you need them the most. At Cutler Funeral Home and Cremation Center, we make available caring, compassionate grief counseling before, during, and long after you have experienced the loss of a loved one. Whether your funeral arrangements were with us or another funeral home, Caring Voices is a service that will connect you with master-level counselors anytime you need a listening ear. Allow us to help you and those around you to start on a pathway to healing. Don't suffer alone during your time of loss. Comfort and understanding flow through Caring Voices, provided exclusively at no expense to you by Cutlers. Call us at 219-362-2828. That's 219-362-2828. Or stop by to find out more about Caring Voices.
This look at the forecast at 96.7 Eagle brought to you by Harmon Expert Auto Service. Looking for reliable and professional auto repair services? Visit HarmonExpertAuto.com, stop by 308 Washington Street, or call 325-0444 to schedule your appointment today.
Michiana weather.
Cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun this afternoon with a chance for scattered storms. High temperatures reach up to 89. From the Weather Center at HometownNewsNow.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently, it's 88 degrees.
Your opinion matters. We invite you to share it by calling the on-air line at 362-0522. That's 362-0522. Now, back to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
Welcome back to Sound Off. I'm Dennis Siddell, in for the vacationing Stan Maddox, who's in Palm Springs, Cali. You know, if you go to California, don't say California to those people. It's Cali.
Oh, Cali,
Right,
because
Cali.
of cool
Yeah,
Cali.
that's right. Don't you forget that, okay? This shirt would work. That jacket would not. Okay.
But I do miss my Raiders in Oakland versus Las Vegas. Oakland was the place to be to watch a football game.
And you did get to do that. You said
Oh,
one
I
time.
loved
Yeah.
it.
All right, to the text line before I get to the phone calls here. The grants, according to this caller, the grants were canceled because of fraud, waste, plus abuse. Do the right thing and return monies already spent, Mayor.
No. And here's the thing, as we talk about fraud, that's like voter fraud and then being put on a committee or a board. It's just amazing. Look in the mirror. Stop. Well, I'd say living in a glass house, but you got to have a house to have the glass living. And you know, those that are double standards, it's you don't even bother with. So the money was not due to fraud. That wasn't across the board. There are some communities that are keeping their funds, but the federal government they had like 3 or 4, to keep it simple, organizations by draw, and they put this city in this city in that. If you want to cancel all the tree grant money, cancel it all across the board to everybody. But don't pick and choose because of DEI, something we had no involvement in, but maybe the organization that they put in. And that's why our federal leadership team, our government representatives, both on the Democrat and Republican side, are fighting for our grant money because they know it's not right. If you don't want to put it in the budget next year, great, cut it out. But we do what we say we're going to do. And if someone wants to argue that, call me. But we're going to do what we say we're going to do, and they need to do the same. The grant, you don't say, hey, you got $1 million or $1.2 million, whatever it is, and now we have trees falling down that we're going to be taken out. And people say, oh, I've had my tree on a list for years. Well, that's probably right, to be taken out. We've taken over 400 trees out. I can't help what's happened in the past, whether trees have been taken out or not, but we are taking them out. Our street team, and by the way, I want to give them thanks. All the tree removal from the storms that continue just to fall down. Some of these trees were going to be taken out. So do what you say you're going to do. Either cancel the program for everybody, but we're going to be relentless on this. We want that money because our residents deserve to have their trees down.
Let's go to the phones. Hi, welcome to Sound Off. What's your question for Mayor Dermody?
Talking about sidewalks. Now, on our street, they just made the ends of them where they're wheelchair accessible, but we cannot get a wheelchair down them because the sidewalks are so bad.
We want to make them accessible. So Tucker King, you can call Tucker King at 362-2327 and talk to him about your sidewalk. He'll come evaluate to make sure that work can be done. You can also call me if you don't text. If you don't text, you can text me the information of your name and phone number as well, or call me and leave a message with that as well, and we'll be glad to address it. It may not happen tomorrow, but again, return the money, lower taxes, drop it. How do we balance? Because people still want the services,
right?
I think the state should consider maybe an income tax break for police, fire, teachers, and then you could keep half of the money that went downstate. They can put it half into property tax relief for everybody here, and then maybe the other half used to continue to provide services, because people continue to want great roads. Milestone did a fantastic job. Thank you to everybody that called about our paving season. We're doing more work, Weller on the backside of the railroads. But the people that have been calling about the improvements, it seems like Milestone with their paving job has triggered people to call and compliment our team about all the stuff that's happening.
All right, I guess this is toward me. Would it be possible to reach out to the Michigan City Mayor and have her on one day? We have reached out. I shouldn't say we. Stan has, but I'm going to keep this, and I'll personally reach out. And, yes, would love to have Mayor Angie on Sound Off here. All right, what do you know and what can you tell us about Project Maze, the IEDC mentioned for LaPorte County, an unidentified, I'm not sure, ENS user have pledged to provide 30 jobs and invest $832 million by 2034. Who is it? Where is it being proposed for?
That is not in the city of LaPorte, so I will not speak to it.
Okay. Steve, are you listening? Because he listens to us all the time. Is the splash water running at 618 Plaza, Tom?
Last time I saw it was.
Okay. Maybe they're texting while striping so the lines aren't straight. That's good.
I used to do, when I worked in the summer, I used to do the lines in my younger high school and so forth, the lines for the baseball field.
Uh-huh.
We used to have the old string where you chalk them.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, it's not as easy as people think to keep a straight line. And I don't care whether you're doing baseball fields or whatever.
Right.
That's the expectation. I would do it when I was playing for Sportsman at Ron Reed, and all of a sudden my curve would go out after first base on the lines, and they'd be like, oh, that's horrible. I go, hey,
you do it.
You come and do it and see how it works.
I have to chime in as somebody who lived in a farmer community here. Like, if they can get a tractor, if they can get tractors and wheat, combines and everything to use GPS and cut perfectly straight lines and rows in fields that are like acres upon, like hundreds of acres, I feel like you can do that with roads too.
You would think.
Well, maybe roads, but maybe not yellow lines that go with it.
Maybe it's the paint thing. I don't know.
Somebody wants to know, Mayor, did I hear right? You can no longer drive golf carts on public streets.
Maybe in Russia. I don't know that. I've not heard that. I see them all over. I'm trying to get mine back running the battery. I have zero mechanical skills, so I come up and somebody's on my butt about it. I won't name names in the garage, but all I do is stand and look at it. And then an hour later, I said, okay, I'm done because I don't know what to do. So I need help getting it running. But that's not at all what I've heard.
Okay. Ask this of Tom all the time. Tiny houses. Are you doing anything about changing the ordinances or whatever needs to be done to make this happen? You keep saying for me to call you. Why? I don't have any power or influence. You do your job.
I do my job every day. You may not like it, but come talk to me. Exactly what you want, because then you sit back after the fact and say, oh, I don't like that. Come be involved. It takes a lot of work to be involved in the process. Anybody can sit back and say they don't like this. I've got the number here, and I'll call you after because I'll show you the tiny homes, or maybe affordable homes is most important. We had a local individual trying to build tiny homes. People screamed about, no, this is horrible. So we need your voice. One voice matters. Every voice matters. And so I will call you and get you included because we need the public voice to say, hey, we want to see these tiny homes.
All right, we need to take another break. And when we come back, we are taking your text and calls on the Sowers GMC line, 219-362-0522. LaPorte Mayor Tom Dermody is our guest this morning. We'll be back right after this on Sound Off.
Auto Park wants to buy your car. It's quick and hassle-free. Sell us your car, truck, or SUV now at Autopark.com. Autopark.com. Any year, any make or model, any condition. We'll give you top dollar for it. This is not a trade offer. Sell your vehicle to a trusted friend today. Message us and get a quote now at Autopark.com. Do you have service coming up and don't want to pay for it? Just tired of your vehicle and want something new? Or if you just want to get out of your current vehicle, Autopark is ready to buy it. For a quick and easy, hassle-free experience, contact Autopark today. Bring it in, call, or get a quote online at Autopark.com. This is not a trade offer. Sell your vehicle to a trusted friend today. One price, one person, 1 hour. That's the Autopark way at Autopark Automotive. Autopark.com. Autopark.com. See dealer for details.
Hey, have you heard the exciting news? Dr. Granfield, your favorite and trusted podiatrist, has opened his own practice right here in LaPorte, Granfield Foot and Ankle. Dr. Granfield is now accepting new patients and is conveniently located at 502 Legacy Plaza. Dr. Granfield is back and ready to tackle all your foot and ankle concerns. When you stop dancing with excitement, pick up the phone and schedule your appointment at 219-312-6111. That's 219-312-6111.
Get all your weekend sports updates on 96.7 The Eagle all weekend, every hour from 11:30 to 9:30 following ABC News, covering the latest in sporting news with current scores from across the country. Provided by ABC Sports and brought to you by Giggles Boutique.
Who's ready for the 178th LaPorte County Fair? It's the best part of the summer. The gates open Saturday, July 5th for another week of exciting family-friendly fun and things to do. From the rodeo, monster trucks, and the demolition derbies, the carnival rides, and deep-fried everything. Cancel the diet for an exciting week with your friends and family. Come out and enjoy all that the LaPorte County Fair has to offer. Avoid the long lines by pre-purchasing your admission tickets for season passes Monday through Wednesday and Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the fair office or online at lpfair.com. Seniors Day will take place Tuesday, July 8th. Those 62 years or better, your admission is free to the fair this year. And Friday, July 11th, the LaPorte County Fair honors those veterans and active military with free admission. Come check out all the 4-H projects, visit the barns, and congratulate those young children on their hard work and dedication. It's another exciting year for the LaPorte County Fair, July 5th through July 12th. We'll see you at the fair.
Look at all the things I've collected over the years in here, Dave.
Why, Dad?
So you'll have many things to remember me by, and, I'm sure you can use it all someday.
But, Dad, I can't use all these things.
Yeah, but just think, it's all yours someday.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Dad. Is that a bumper I see buried with this stuff?
Oh, hey, yeah, I believe it's your mom's 1976 Pinto. And again, it's going to be yours someday.
Do you have things you don't need or want anymore? Are you tired of seeing things that you thought was a good idea to buy and then turn around and put it away in some corner of your garage? Well, you're in luck. At 96.7 The Eagle, we can help by reading your garage, rummage, estate, or yard sale during Tradio. All you need to do is visit hometownnewsnow.com, click on the Submit tab, and fill out the form, and we'll contact you for the payment. It's that simple. Of course, we do accept debit and credit cards for payment. So listen weekdays at 9:45 for your sale to be read live on 96.7 The Eagle, and check out the listings at hometownnewsnow.com.
What are you waiting for? The lines are open on Sound Off. Text or dial your questions now to 362-0522. That's 362-0522. Now, back to LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
Hey, we got about 9 minutes left on the program. Again, our guest today is LaPorte Mayor Tom Demody. And if you've got a question right now, give us a call or a text. I'm trying to get through the text messages as fast as I can.
So am I.
Oh, you're getting
my
them?
share.
All right, go
Danny
ahead.
Streeter says I'm lying. He would be a great mayor. I think he should run. He has all the answers to solve all the problems. So I think he should. I know that's the look most people say.
Danny, can I just tell you, your ad says across from the LaPorte Hospital, it's a vacant lot, buddy. Just saying, okay? Just saying.
I love it. Yeah, he's going to solve all the
Where's
problems.
the drum roll? All right, here we go. Where are all the dead trees and sidewalks downtown getting cut down? Makes downtown look like hell.
So, okay, we have an arborist. What trees specifically? If you could, and again, I'll get that number. If you have that, I want to make sure I understand, because we have taken some trees down. Indiana Ave has taken some trees down. So we're trying to find that. Right. So if you have one we're missing, thank you.
All right, 5 stars for Meatball for the GPS. They liked what you had to say. The no golf carts are in Michigan City as per the news. Okay, that's what it was.
Really?
Michigan City, yeah.
Why can't you have golf carts?
I don't know.
I think they were becoming a nuisance and a distraction on the road. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that's
gotcha.
What I would say. Yeah, golf carts are in Michigan City. Another one. Okay, can something be done to take care of the tree that knocked down the billboard a couple of weeks ago on 39 North, driving toward Pine Lake and 35? Thank you.
The tree.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading.
No,
I want to make sure because I'm missing it.
Okay.
I'm sorry if we have
There's
not
a tree toward 35 and 35 and Pine Lake there.
35 and Pine Lake.
Okay, and they say a tree knocked down a billboard a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
I haven't been out by that way. That'd be over by Severs and in that area there. So
I'll find out if it's depending where, if it's private or it's city property, just
private,
to make sure I know. But yeah, we'll definitely check that out.
Okay. Residents are required to keep their lawns mowed, yet the grass inside the solar panels on the west side NIPSCO property never gets cut. On Tuesday morning, we talked about that on the Mayhem. Goats and whatever else.
Well, that's on wastewater. They're talking NIPSCO
wastewater.
property.
Okay, wastewater. Thank you.
So NIPSCO, I'm going to make that. Jeff Batchelor was going out there to make sure that that was done. So I know he does that. We'll have to see, and I'll follow up because, we don't want the high grass, and we expect NIPSCO, like everybody else, to get that grass cut.
How's the basketball tournament going? That's what this person wants to know. I'm assuming the new Nike tournament.
I don't know if that name is, I know Jack said that, I think, but also.
Let me guess, you don't like Nike. You want, welcome to Orange City basketball or something, right?
Great idea.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Hey, we're not corporate America here in LaPorte, baby. Hey, by the way, who was the number 1 draft pick this year that played at the Civic Auditorium?
The dude from Duke.
That's Cooper Flagg.
Cooper Flagg, baby,
Cooper
played
Flagg.
his junior year.
That's right.
So who's going to contact him to say, hey, come back here to LaPorte and help finance? We were a small piece to his record contract that's coming probably. Doesn't he owe us something in the city of LaPorte? And ESPN, we put him on the show. We put him on the big game.
There were a handful of kids from one of the academies that came to LaPorte recently, too, that got drafted this year. So
Carmelo Anthony's kid's got to be about ready to go.
He's at Syracuse.
Right.
Is this year? I guess he was still,
he's got one more year.
One more year. Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm over here by that billboard right now. I'll take a picture and send it to you. Thank you.
You very much.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
about. Give me your number so they can send it straight to you.
219-363-7293.
That's awesome that they're doing that. Thank you. Any idea what's going to go in where the old building at Phelan 2 was just taken down? Oh, where the window company.
I think there's don't hold me to this, but I believe a gas station. And what a great place. If you were to look out on the east side, west side, not in the middle of town, I think that's a fair place for a gas station to go. And it's private on private, so that even makes it better.
I'm throwing out to Bert Cook. Why can't we get Starbucks or Dunkin' or something like that on the east end there? Okay, Bert? Just throwing that out. Just saying. All right, let's go to the phones. Hi, welcome to Sound Off. What's your question with Mayor Demody?
Okay. The other day, my niece works at a bank here in town, a local bank, and Tom stopped in and he talked to my niece, Jennifer Barker.
Yes.
Okay? And he said something about if there's someone to contact James Williams, the NBA referee.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because I saw her. I want to have him come in, a Laporte grad, that the referee, I think we have him back in, have him how many people would love just to hear stories what it's like to be a referee in the NBA, and we should show pride.
Well, when he was a kid in school, he went to Lincoln. When he went to Lincoln School over here, I used to take him to school along with my kids. They lived across the street from us, and I hauled them to school and back. Well, I took turns with his stepdad hauling the kids to school and back. And so, I'm pretty familiar with James, and I email him. And so I emailed him and told him what Jennifer Barker told me, what you talked about this. And so I emailed him, and he's very open to it. So he gave me a couple of dates that he might be open in July.
I would love that. If we can connect, that would be awesome.
Barker, he's got the information. Jennifer works at the bank down there at Horizon down at
yes.
The one down by Walmart.
I heard she got him through school, That's every like I got John Boyd through school before he became sheriff.
Wow.
I got him through kindergarten and first grade.
Wow. All right, thank you for your call. Real quick, we're almost out of time, like a minute. What's with the stack of solar panels in the back along the fence by Kirby Risk on Boyd? Such an eyesore.
I believe some are being replaced. That's not ours.
Okay.
So do you want a rapid fire?
Me, Mr. Mayor, how long does someone have to comply with a code violation?
Depends on the issue, and work with Jeff Batchelor. He doesn't want to code you. He wants you to improve the property. He'll work with you if you talk with him.
The baseball capital of Indiana signs as you enter LaPorte are getting very faded and weathered. Can they be removed or updated?
Would love to. Financing. Would love to come up with new ways. Costs, they're expensive.
A shout out to Chipotle employees. They've been great. Everything. I've been there.
Great customer service.
What's going on out on 35 South by the museum?
Oh, that's all just
Water.
preparation for Lincoln Way, Indiana Ave, the new work.
Okay. That's it. We're out of time. Last words?
Hey, everybody have a great 4th. Enjoy family.
You're not going to hold up the parade again, are you? I mean, just by
never
walking around?
do. I'll try to stay in my car.
Hi, everybody.
I try to stay in my car. I just get antsy,
No,
want
you
to be
don't.
out
You
and
get
about.
out within not even a half a block. Come on.
219-363-7293. You've got Red Wine and Brew all weekend. You've got fireworks
Hey,
on
isn't the
Thursday.
Lieutenant Governor, do you know if he's going to take questions? I'm being serious about this.
Oh.
He's in town. Will he take questions? Because if people's asking about state
I got
things,
a few questions.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if you knew or not.
I don't know.
Okay. All
He
right.
hasn't I offered my direct cell to call me.
Okay.
On
I'm
his
real serious
he made
about that. I
some
didn't know.
comments about me, so if
okay.
yeah, so I said I offered the cell.
Okay.
And that's the thing. If you have an issue, I promise you 20 minutes or so after I get off here, there'll be certain individuals cuz tweaking them will put something on social media about me, won't call me.
Okay.
Call me. We can together as one, Republicans, Democrats, everybody together. We got to start working together to solve issues and make LaPorte the best place it can be. Happy 4th, everybody.
All right, Mayor Demody has been our guest on Sound Off today. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. We'll be back Monday. Right now, we've got an open spot because Dr. Wood had to cancel due to a conflict, but Norma's working with the 4th of July committee, and we're going to see what we can do there to get them in to answer your questions with the upcoming parade. That's going to do it. Have a great weekend. Thanks to Mayor Demody. Thanks to Meatball for producing. We'll talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us and voicing your opinion on this edition of Sound Off. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the host or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. Sound Off airs live every Monday and Friday, immediately following Update 12 News, and is available online after the show is over under the podcast menu at hometownnewsnow.com. Mark your calendar and join us again for the next edition of Sound Off, right here on 96.7 The Eagle.